Welcome to Chaos Comedy. I'm Krystal Osborn. And today on the podcast, I have Miss Sarah. Do you want me to call you Sarah Michelle? Sarah?
No, please.
Sarah? Do you want me to be...
Just Sarah.
Sarah. Every time I see her shit, I'm like, is it Sarah or Sarah Michelle? I don't know.
Sarah - Michelle.
I'm starting off with the bang, yo. That blunt that I smoked earlier.
Oh, it must have been something good.
It hit. All right, and then I have Alex Wilbanks, who just got here 7 minutes ago.
Yo,
You made it. I'm happy you made it. Hey, like I said, quintessential comedian, man.
Yeah,
You're supposed to be. You were on the road though, right? Did you say you were on the road, or were you just like in? Was that you that I was talking to? Like you were like, no?
I don't think
That
so.
was me. I just got back from the road, like 3 days of it.
Well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There was a reason. It don't matter.
It was because of my work schedule. I was in Dallas working.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, my bad. I'm slow sometimes. And then I have Julie Drake.
Hello.
She's so pretty.
Not being douchey with the glasses. I'm just hiding very tired eyes. I need all the help I can get.
I love it though.
Thank you.
It's a vibe.
Thank you.
It's a vibe. It's
Thank
a vibe.
you.
And of course I
put mine
have Miss Kelli over here. What up, my girl? And you know what? I don't know if I've been saying your last name wrong for the whole entire time.
I mean, there's 5 million variations, all of which usually add an extra letter into my last name. So I don't know. It is pronounced Loessberg. Oh. Some people say Loessberg just because, like, I think that would be the more traditional German pronunciation.
Oh, it's German.
Yeah, let's say, it's like a German background. But I get Loessberger.
Okay, no,
and I'm
weird.
like, how the fuck, where did
Loessberg is weird as fuck.
Right? Like, there's nothing. It goes from S to B. Where the fuck are you adding an EN into this shit?
German, man. They've been doing some extra shit with some German shit. Okay, so right before
you can't trust Germans. They drink warm beer.
But technically, so do the Irish.
You can't trust them either.
Guinness is so nasty.
It is nasty.
There's this girl that I was watching yesterday, and she's like in New York. She is like a content creator who makes sourdough bread, but she's funny as fuck, and her sourdough is called Eloise. She's sitting there pouring a Guinness in in the glass, and she fucking downs it. And I was just like, why would you do that? Does anyone actually enjoy Guinness?
No. You just drink wheat.
It's so gross.
It's gross.
It's so gross. I've had an Irish car bomb. Nick made me do. You know what? I think it might have been David and Nick made me do an Irish car bomb one time.
Made you.
It was a time. It was
a lot of force.
Yeah.
There was a lot of arm twisting.
There was, man. Back in our day.
All the things.
Back in our day, me, Nick, and David, we go back to 4th and 6th grade.
Oh, wow.
Those are my folks right there. Yeah. Long time. David, I was actually on our way here, and we were listening to Tenacious D.
Yeah.
And it reminded me
as
of
we
you
were circling,
immediately.
like, literally the parking lot.
David went through like this phase where it was Tenacious D for real. It was great. Okay, so right up top, Julie said she has something she needs to ask me, and she had to be on air for it.
Oh, can I hang on a second?
Okay.
Okay, hold please. Someone do hold music. I was just gonna give you shit about this. I didn't know she was gonna do it first thing. I didn't know
If she doesn't, she'll forget.
That's exactly what it was. You know me so well.
I do.
You know me so well.
Basically, I can't find it, but because my phone is like buffering in here. But she posted something. She's like, "I hate to be a white woman, but," and I was like, "Whoa.
Krystal said she hates to be a white woman, but
I said that white woman. Okay,
You did say that. Let me pull it up.
That's the caveat right there.
Let me pull it up.
White woman. Listen, I haven't theory, and it's just white people in general. You have participating white people and non-participating white people, right?
What does that mean?
So I am a non-participating white person. I do my best to not perpetuate stereotypes of white people.
Okay.
I'm non-participating. I want nothing to do with that. And then you have your Karens and your Kevins. And they're participating white people because they do every fucking stereotype.
Mm-hmm. I will say though, I don't think it's a white person thing to want people to shut the fuck up when you're in an apartment.
Well, it's a house. It is a house, and it's a house right behind us.
Okay.
And
that's even worse.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to hear other people from their house.
Yes,
Like I
it's
live in an
pretty.
apartment, so I have a lot of noise I have to put up with, and I just kind of chalk it up to, well,
It's apartment.
it's apartment.
life.
But that is complete, like that's a whole different story.
It's crazy because our backyards aren't huge, and most of them are like, okay, 2 houses, and then like our fence is in the middle. So I have to deal with these people and these people. These people are all right every once in a while, but they own the house. This one is a rental.
Oh, yeah.
So I am like, hopefully they move out soon, but I think someone did say something. I said something to the HOA, and I over-exaggerated, and my mom was like, bitch, that shit doesn't happen every day. It's like every other day.
Wait a second. You reported someone to an HOA and say you're not participating white person.
That's a lot of effort to not participate.
Wait a second. And she exaggerated.
I did. You know what?
You are Karen Osborn right now.
Here's the thing, though. I actually feel like it was better of me to reach out to them than to call the cops, though.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I do
That
not
would have
want to
been
get
Susan. That would have been a Susan.
That's too far.
You know what's funny though is my 2 older sisters' names are Karen and Susan.
Bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. Their hearts.
Well, I just read it and I just kind of bookmarked it and I'm like, I'm gonna ask her about that on the podcast.
I mean, yes, I'm white. I'm very white. I understand that. Like, I did my ancestry and it is literally Irish, Nordic,
White as fuck.
just all white, the whitest of white. But sometimes I'm just like, I fucking hate white people. You know, like when you're in public
When
and you're
Morgan
just
Wallen
like,
comes on.
that right there.
No, when I'm in
That.
Costco, I'm like, I really hate my race.
It's really sad. And I don't want to feel that way, but I definitely do. But it's because I didn't grow up around many white people.
Sometimes I'm like, I understand OJ.
Too soon. Too soon.
Oh, too soon.
When is it okay?
Soon.
OJ's dead. It's not too soon.
God, he was dead.
He's dead, yeah.
Very dead.
Holy.
Still dead.
Super dead.
Are you sure?
Super
Like,
dead.
there's not a Ouija board in the back, right? Like, we didn't just
Oh my God.
talk to him.
Can
or
we talk to
anything.
OJ on the podcast? Does anyone know
Let's
how
do
to
it.
that?
We have a
That'd
Ouija
be cool as
board.
fuck.
We can get one.
Dude, let's
I
do
can
it.
bring my boss in from the dispensary,
Yeah.
and she does like tarot, and then she does like that crystal thing.
Oh,
that
yeah.
like it is so fucking cool because she did the pendulum?
It's a pendulum.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there staring at her hand, and I'm like, this bitch is lying. And I can't remember what we were asking it, but it was just going. And she's not moving. And I was like, oh, hell no. Use a witch. Use a witch. And then she did my tarot. And that is scarily accurate. So if you ever get the chance to do tarot, or even if you don't necessarily believe in it, it's still so fascinating. And you're just like,
No, because every time I get a tarot reading and it doesn't say what I like, I'm like, you better draw from the deck again.
Try again.
I'm like, shuffle
Honestly,
again.
That was a bad cut.
I think maybe sometimes it's more about who's reading it.
Yeah.
Because she was telling me, you know, because she's like still in the process. She's been going to all these classes for tarot and talking to the dead and all kinds of stuff. And she was telling me that there are people that will focus on the bad, and then there's people that will focus on the good of the cards, and she chooses to focus on the good. So sometimes they just want to be there to tell you that your life is going to be miserable. Sometimes they feel bad.
I don't need a tarot reading to know that.
That's just baseline.
That just happened.
Baseline terrible.
I have history.
I have bipolar disorder, so I'm baseline.
Like, I want my tarot to tell me what the fuck is going to happen
Yes.
in the future. Like,
Yeah.
Well, there's like months that you can do. So you can do like a 3-card draw, and it'll be like 6 months back, present, blah, blah, blah. It's so fun. It really is fun. But apparently you have to be ordained in order to be able to like do tarot and like make money out of it.
I had no idea. I read tarot, but I never thought
you
of
can-
making
oh,
you
money.
read tarot?
I do. I don't have my decks with me, but I read a little bit.
Oh my God.
All you have to do is
That's
open an
fun,
Etsy
like-
shop.
right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, you can open an Etsy shop and do tarot readings.
Yeah. Or Patreon.
Yeah.
Is it Patreon? They do
Yeah.
them too.
Yeah,
That'd
a
be
lot of
really
YouTube
cool.
channels.
I see people doing it on like Instagram and TikTok too. Well, they just hop on the live and just
People just believe him over the phone.
yeah. Well, it's like what was
Hey,
that chick's name? What was her name?
Well, 1-800 Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo. Miss Cleo. Yeah.
Do you guys remember Sylvia Brown that was always on the talk shows?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Oh my
she'd be
God.
like, do you know someone who has blonde hair? And they're like, no. And she's like, brown, no, red, no, black. Yes, I knew it. I'm like, she's not a psychic.
Dude, the
Who's the Long Island chick?
Long
Island medium. With the hair.
Yes.
yes.
Oh,
Teresa.
Yes.
oh God.
Teresa Caputo, I think.
Something like that.
Maybe.
Very Jersey.
Yes, I was about to say all I get is like
Jersey
Jersey Shore vibe off of
Yeah.
her, like legit.
I love it, though.
It's so so anything
I love
like that.
listening to her talk.
I love the New York accent, New Jersey accent.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's very fun to listen to.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite accent, honestly.
It is my favorite.
Like it's like the Boston accent too.
Boston, yeah.
When I went to Boston, all I wanted to hear was people like being like I just wanted to hear one true Boston. And there was this woman walking past and someone like walked by her and she was like, you know, like I can't do a Boston accent, obviously, but she did it. And I looked at my friend. I was like, fucking fangirled over a dude or a woman.
I was
saying
in
some
New
shit.
York City this year, and same thing. I wanted to hear like a true New Yorker. And when I was leaving, I was in the subway station, and I realized I probably wasn't on the right platform, but it's really confusing,
Yes.
all the platforms.
Yes.
So I asked this guy, and I said, hey, where is whatever train it was? And he's like, you know, they got signs.
You're like,
Figured out, fucko.
fucking accent saved you from being a smart ass.
And he goes, but the train you want, you know, and he's like, it's down there, but yeah, they got signs. And I was like, I am so horny right now.
Bro, I took Caden last year in New York City.
Yeah, I saw
and,
yeah.
Oh, it was so much fun, except for she was kind of an asshole a couple
Yeah.
of times. She made me miss a fucking boat ride, and I was like, you little mother, you're 18 now, so I can call you you know. But we were walking on some street, and there's a child next to us or whatever, and then there's this dude who all of a sudden just stops, turns, whips it out, and starts pissing right on
And
the
that's what the whole city
building.
smells like.
Yes.
The whole
Like,
city.
and Caden was like freaked out. Like, I grew up over here. Like, I literally grew up on 30th and Penn.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then we went to school on the east side. So you would see some crazy shit every once in a while, but I've never seen a man just stop in the the middle of the busiest city and just piss. Like, what the fuck? Passed out right outside of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. There was a fucking, homeless person laying on like bags of garbage like it was a bed, you know, and Caden was just like, this is so terrible, Mom. And I'm like, that's New York, baby.
Yeah, the first
That's
thing
New
I
York.
saw when I got off my bus and I arrived in Times Square, the first thing I saw was a dude cleaning his crack pipe. Second thing I saw was the naked cowboy, and I'm like, this is so New York. I love it.
You saw the naked cowboy?
I saw the naked cowboy.
I'm
Yeah.
jealous as
seen it
fuck.
too.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm
For those
jealous.
it was the second thing that I saw.
It was quick.
Yeah.
I saw him
Yeah.
too.
Was
Yeah.
it in Times Square?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in Times Square.
See, we actually kind of tried to avoid Times Square
Good.
as much as possible, but we stayed in Times Square because it was my first time ever booking it. And I was like, I just need to be, we need to be in the middle of it. Now I'm like, never again, never
Yeah.
again. I will never book
Yeah.
it there. Have you been to New York? Did you go to New York before? No?
Not. Nope.
Do you ever want to like go East Coast?
Yeah, I went to LA. I don't know. I just didn't really think East Coast necessarily.
Right. Yeah.
Honestly, plane tickets to Vegas were cheap, so that's what motivated. That's why I went to LA.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. We were going to go back to New York City this year, and I was looking, and I was like, bitch, we going to have to go when this mayhem we got going on is over, because when we went last year for both of us, it was like $348 a person.
But I was going to go back this year, but I was going to go to drive to Dallas and take Spirit because it was like $211.
Yeah.
And now, of course, you can't do that. So
Yeah.
Fucking Spirit.
I know.
Never a single crash in the whole
Never.
airline, right? That's
Never.
dope as shit.
They just couldn't fucking manage their money.
What money? The tickets were like $4.
I couldn't do it because I can't, like, were they where there's like no space between your knees and the
I don't
fucking
care.
seat?
I'm getting a plane
Right.
ticket for $211. I'll stand up.
So it's like the Greyhound bus. It was like the Greyhound bus of
For sure.
of
yeah.
airplanes.
For sure.
Oh hell!
I mean,
no.
a train would have been more comfortable.
I
Absolutely.
want to do one of those train rides that like goes all the way up the East Coast. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I need to do that, or go on an old lady tour of like all the trees up in like the north, like where
It's beautiful up there.
yeah,
Northwest.
When the colors change. But it's crazy that all that is just dead. But it's beautiful.
It's so pretty. It's so. Where are you from?
Oklahoma.
You grew up here?
Yeah, people always ask me if I'm from New York though, my whole life.
Yeah, I get it a lot too, which is really fucking weird.
It is weird.
It's really weird. I do like medical billing, revenue cycle. That's what I've been doing for my entire fucking stupid career. And I used to have to do follow-up calls. And when you do that with insurance companies, they're either outsourced or if they're a bigger one, they're going to be like in New York or like some big city, right? So I was talking to a dude from New York, and I are having this conversation. And he was like, so where do you live in New York? And I was like, I live in Oklahoma City. Thank you very much. And he was just like, that shit is wild. You sound exactly like you're from New York. Oh, my goodness. Where,
I've been nosy and I was reading where you said something about resting bitch face.
oh, my God.
And I don't think I have the right face for a podcast because I look unamused all the time. So I'm not, but that's just my face.
I feel you, man. Yeah, we talked last time about how Neil said I have resting baby daddy drama face.
Resting, don't
And
talk
then
to me face.
and then it was resting dates a Puerto Rican face. I can't even remember what else he said. Neil was funny as hell last time. Not that you guys aren't funny, because you're very funny. Sorry, that was awkward.
Great save.
Listen, I again, the whole point is chaos, and I am chaos and a blundering buffoon most of the time. I try to form words, but they're hard. And in my head, they're very funny. And then I say them out loud, and y'all are just like, yeah. So it's hard to be on a comedy show where you're not very funny. So thank you guys for carrying it.
You're welcome.
I mean,
We're just talking.
Yeah, we're just talking.
that's the point. But I'm not good at that sometimes.
You've been really pretty excellent at it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You know, David likes to hype me up a lot. And he's like, dude, you're doing great. But I also have like imposter syndrome. Really, really, really bad. But this is like the first time that I've ever done anything where I'm like, you're doing a really good thing and you're doing it well. and you're getting a lot of feedback from a lot of really well-known comedians. I was so happy because Neil, the last show, he comes in and he's like, I paid him his money because I pay. Y'all know you're getting paid, right? Because none of these people knew they were getting paid. And I was like,
I didn't know I was getting paid.
No, it's like in the thing that I send y'all. And I was like, fucking comedians, man. Y'all motherfuckers don't
never
read
fucking
shit.
read.
Y'all
Never
are just like,
fucking
yeah,
read.
sure, man. So that's played for my, you know.
We're getting paid for this podcast?
No, not the podcast, the show.
Oh.
The show.
Oh, okay.
Did y'all know that, though? You knew you were getting paid for the show.
Oh, for the show.
Yeah.
I thought you meant for the podcast.
No, I'm too poor for that. You know, I'm
Okay.
doing this shit out of pocket. Thank God for David doing this for me because I'd be fucked. I'd be like, this ain't gonna work. Y'all would be in my like little ass office, sitting crisscross applesauce in my living room.
Sharing one mic in the center.
It would be rough.
It's your turn.
It would be rough.
4 girls, 1 mic.
That could be a reality show.
God, David.
Who the fuck? How
There's
is that
a great
gonna end?
idea. I keep looking at David because we're in a new studio because he you know, is a boss and got his own studio. So now I can actually see David. So this is really cool. Like this is a fun ass dynamic to have. I appreciate this. But we were talking about doing other podcasts at one point. I was talking to her and Megan about doing like a side project thing. And it could be like the Ladies of Chaos, which I'm actually doing a show at Twisters. Shout out to Brandon, because I reached out to him and he was like, fuck yeah, let's do this. Fuck.
We were, don't ask me.
No? What were we talking about?
She lost her train of thought again.
I don't know. Ask Alex.
I'm exactly the wrong person for this.
Everybody was super engaged.
I'm still thinking about the impact, honestly.
Chaos. Nobody was even listening.
I just can't.
Everybody's like, what? No, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
You're talking about the side quest projects with Megan and Twisters and Brandon and.
That's right.
Thank you. So,
Yeah, hey, I got it.
Thank God. So doing other shows, so I think that would be a cool thing just to have like a little side project where it's like short videos, fun times, all ladies. The point I want to make is I smoked very good before the show. So the cottonmouth is fun for me, and that's why. And the slowness. David told me and Nick told me, don't smoke before a show. It makes you slow. This is the first time I was like, oh, they're right. I should have listened. So Kelli, myself, and Julia are single mothers.
Yes.
We're single mothers. Well,
my
at
kids
one
are
point.
grown, so.
Well, I meant like at some point we were single. But we're mothers. Well, I'm definitely a single mother. And you're a surrogate.
I just raised my niece and nephew.
There we go.
Yeah.
But not
But
surrogate
for-
mother, right? Isn't that the word that I'm looking for?
Yes.
I didn't want anybody to have kids for me, so.
Yeah.
Or I don't want to have kids for anybody.
Yeah, you don't want them. But like raising them, did anyone ever like be like, you're a fucking MILF? Has anyone ever said that?
I mean, not that I can just remember, but I'm sure someone has. Both my kids have been like, all my friends think you're hot.
Dude. Did you experience this?
Yeah. I remember one time my son worked at Jimmy John's and I walked in and everyone shouted blueberry. And I'm like, did I have blueberries here? And then my son was so embarrassed and he goes, that's our code word for when they see a hot woman.
And he's like, I turned around and it was you.
And it was you. And he goes, I had to tell him that was my mom.
That is the joy of having. How old were you?
Well, my son was an adult. I don't know.
Well, no, I'm saying like how young were you when you had your kids?
Oh, I was 17 when I had my son.
Okay.
And then I was 25 when I had my daughter.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
So your daughter, you were at least mid-20s, but 17. So I had mine when I was 20.
Okay.
So, you know, we grew up together.
Well, yeah, me and my son really grew up together
right,
because
yeah.
I wasn't even I was pregnant my senior year.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even out of high school.
Crazy.
I know.
I got out of high school, did a whole bunch of drugs, went to college, dropped out of college, and then got pregnant. And I was like, thank God, because I was going to go very bad. Y'all, I was on a horrible path.
So you were glad you got pregnant?
Yeah. At first, I
Really?
was not. At first, I was scared shitless, you know, and I wasn't going to go through with it. But then actually my stepdad, who I never got along with, he kind of convinced me. He was like, you know, don't. And it wasn't like a religious thing. It wasn't like I don't believe in abortion. It was just more like, we're going to support you and all this other. So I was like, all right, I think I have the support. So I had her, and life has been hard, but I never went back to hard drugs or the scary stuff that I was like, I would have either ended up dead in prison, being a sex worker, something, you know what I'm saying? So she fucking saved me. But this poor child definitely has had to deal with the consequences of having a young mom, especially an alternative mother.
Right.
So, you know, piercings, tattoos, I smoke weed. I'm not a wine mom. I'm not the cool mom. Like, I'll be like, hey, bitches, y'all can go get drunk. I'm not going to be able to stop you. But you're not about to do that shit here. But they always respect me. Except for her friends that are boys who, once they hit puberty, decided that Krystal was hot and told Caden all the time. And she would come to me like, it's my fault. I'm like, I can't like, I'm just existing. It's not my fault that they think I'm attractive. That's
Right.
not fair. But it's fucking gross. That is so gross. Like these women that are like finally getting arrested for their fucking, for all their bullshit with
The teachers.
Yeah, but hold up though, because you're talking to somebody who married somebody who's like 12 years younger than me.
Were
Here's
you
the
their
thing.
teacher?
I was not his teacher.
See, there's a difference.
Like,
Should have been. Could have been hot.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, did you think any of your friends' moms were MILFs or anything? Is that like a thing that
Or
actually
did you think your
happens?
mom was a MILF?
It's like, I'm not answering that.
I just want to see how high he is.
By somebody's standards, I guess.
I mean, like, so, okay, we were talking about this, and this is a story I was going to tell you. So we were at fucking Walmart the other day. Okay, like last weekend, it was me and Keelan, and we're walking around, and we both just start jamming out to whatever's playing over the Walmart radio. And it took us a minute to realize that it was actually a song from Stray Kids. So then we're just over there like geeking out because we're like, holy fuck, they're playing Stray Kids at Walmart.
What the fuck are you saying? Stray Kids?
Stray Kids, K-pop. I told you the K-pop rabbit hole. Yeah. So, anyways,
Okay.
but yeah, like legit, you don't expect to hear that shit on Walmart radio because it's out of Bentonville, Arkansas.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But anyways, so this dude like grabs Keelan and he was like, "Hey, come here," and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this man?" And mind you, I was like doing a TikTok at that point, I think is what was happening. And she's like, "Mom, stop." And then this guy calls her over and I'm like, "Who is this middle-aged man fucking talking to my daughter?" And then she starts busting up laughing. And then she coming over to me like, and she's like, "Oh my God, come on. I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "That guy just asked if you were my mom." And I told him, "Yeah." "Why?" And he's like, and he said, "Because she's hot." And I was like,
Oh no! Don't be pulling people's kids
right?
into your
Like, you should
creepiness.
pull, but my 15-year-old did get a kick out of it, but she's again 15.
Caden never gets a kick out of it. She never finds it
This was
funny.
a stranger. It was not her friend.
That's true. That is true.
I didn't ever like it when men would hit on me in front of my children.
Oh, yeah, fuck
like
off.
one time we were at Walmart and my daughter was probably like 4 or 5 and this guy came up to me and was like saying things you shouldn't be saying in front of a kid. Like, you're like, look at you, Ma, you know what I mean? Looking me up and down.
Ew.
And then he goes, where's your boyfriend at? You have a boyfriend? And I said, no, I don't. I said, yeah, I have a boyfriend. And my daughter, she goes, oh, you don't got no boyfriend. She goes, you're lying. You're a liar. And I'm like, shut up.
We talk about this later.
Dude, kids are fucking assholes.
They'll fucking rat you out in a heartbeat.
They are such assholes. It's like, we were just talking about this the other day. Because you could do everything in your power to teach your children manners, how to be polite, you know, please, thank you, don't fucking fight people in public, whatever, you got to teach them, right? And then they come home after being perfect little fucking angels, and then they come home and they're fucking menace to society.
But also, I had taught my children not to lie, and then I blatantly lied right in front of them. So, not a great example.
You could have just easily been like, that was a test.
Yeah.
I was just testing you.
Oh no, I
see.
just straight up tell my kids, I just tell them, I'm like, look, I do this, but that I tell you, so you don't. Like, I don't want you to do what I do.
Right.
You know, like the whole object is, for me as a parent, is you're better than me.
Right.
You know, you like if that is all I do. But God dang it, like this generation, like there is a fundamental miss of like just the pride.
Listen,
Like,
COVID fucked all of them up.
It did, man.
COVID fucked so many kids up.
I feel like it was maybe okay, but I don't know. These kids some of them are special, and I love my kids, but they're special. Like, they can't do basic ass things. Like,
I can't even my fucking kid, this
penmanship. I
motherfucker.
can't read my kid can't write. What the?
Right.
Y'all, my daughter was on like the newspaper when she was a senior. She was like the editor-in-chief of the newspaper. You know, now she's like a English lit major. Just so smart. If I have any kind of like political question or if there's something I don't understand, I go to her and she'll be like, yeah, it's this, this, and this, and this. And I'm like, fuck yeah. So she got everything from me times 10. And there's some things that I was like, please don't do, please don't. And now she's doing them and I'm not going to say what it is. And I'm just like, God damn it. I was hoping you wouldn't. But now that we're here, I have to respect you as an adult, which sucks because now I have a fucking almost 19-year-old living in my house. And I'm just like, do they still have, like, does she need to tell me when she leaves? You know, like, is that something I should expect as a fucking parent? But I'm a parent. Like, I've lived with my mom my entire life.
Yeah.
Like, I've never not lived with my mom, so.
Oh, shit, no. When I was, like, 19, 20, if I lived at home, like, they didn't make me pay rent or anything, but, like, I had to be respectful and, like, I had to respect their boundaries, their, you know, like, at least kind of let them know. I mean, that was, like, even to the point when I first started working at the bin, too. Like,
Oh, well.
you know, and, like, it was just a respect thing, but, you know.
Well, back in the day, it was like that because my stepdad was there. So, you know, he was like, you're not, you know, can't be having people over, which was fine because I never intentionally brought men around Caden. Like I fucking kept that completely separate.
Right.
And I still don't date and I still don't like her. Like she kind of like ran into someone one time and I was like, oh, that can't happen again. Like, that was fucking terrifying because it's so weird because I don't want her, you know, to have to deal with any of that bullshit. That poor child, she's like, she has no idea how to do relationships, though. Because I was never in a relationship. My stepdad passed away in like 2013. So she doesn't know how to relationship, and she is about to be a sophomore in college, and now I'm like, please don't be me and be single your entire life. But is it a bad thing
No.
to be? No.
It's worse to be in a relationship you don't want to be in, or a toxic
Exactly.
relationship.
Right?
100.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I really haven't been in a relationship. Like, honestly.
Well, would you rather have seen your daughter fighting, you and him fighting? So there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's much more, it's like those couples that like hate each other and like have this really toxic marriage, and they think they're doing the best thing to stay together for the family, but their kids are growing up seeing toxic relationship and fighting and arguments and all that weird tension. And I think that's a lot more damaging to a child's psyche than just seeing a parent living in peace without any of that.
Right.
So that's not always, I wouldn't, no.
No. Well, I mean, I kind of grew up in that kind of contentious
Yeah, it's not
environment.
healthy.
So I most definitely was like, I'm not going to have that for my child.
You broke the cycle. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, still to this day, being a parent of her and teaching her is the best thing that I've done and ever will do. Like, she's such a benefit to everybody. So I am super proud of my kids. I don't know, or kid, because I cut that off at 35 and never had to worry about it. You know?
It's a common occurrence. It's Friday afternoon, you just finished up a long work week, and now you're wondering what to do with your weekend here in OKC. Your friends started hitting you up, and they're looking to you to suggest something fun to do. Luckily, you listen to the Rhythm and Wit podcast and remember their weekly video series, Upcoming Events with Heidi Fitz on YouTube, where myself and podcast host David Steele break down our picks for the most fun and interesting local music, comedy, and art shows going on every week. Not only that, there are clips from the video posted nearly each and every day on Instagram and Facebook, where you can get the information quickly, share it with your friends, and find out if they'd be into a particular show that you're interested in. So catch Upcoming Events with Heidi Fitz on the Rhythm and Wit YouTube channel and stay up to date on the most fun and interesting local music, comedy, and art shows OKC has to offer.
So next weekend, next Sunday, I am hosting my very first show on my own. That's not one of my productions. And I'm really kind of nervous about it. Have y'all, you've hosted, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, what's advice for me as a host? Anything?
You're looking so hard at me. Okay, well, I would say don't go like...
Don't get high.
No, well, yeah.
I have a feeling this is going to be, a little older audience because,
Don't get into anything like your job as a host isn't to be the funniest person. It's to run the show.
Yeah.
It's to
keep it on track.
It's to keep the show. It's like to let the audience know what to expect. It's to get them excited, energized. It's not like I've seen a lot of hosts just go straight into their set. They don't do anything you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't.
Okay.
And you worked at the Loony Bin, so you kind of heard how, when we were hosting, how we would start the show. We would hype them up, get them going. I wouldn't do anything like too dark or dirty either.
Oh, no.
But I would just have fun and keep it light and fun and just keep the show going.
Yeah, I'm working on that. And it's, I'm working on that. I feel like I'm just a very, I'm just a chill fucking person. And now I'm realizing, that's the fucking Lexapro. It's doing its fucking job. Like, I don't think I'm normally this fucking chill. So normally I am like more high energy. And if I'm comfortable around you, for sure, fucking lunatic. So that's where I'm trying to get. But now I've only hosted three of my own shows, and then these 4 podcasts. And I'm like, everybody's telling me I'm doing great, but I feel like I'm just not doing enough,
What more could you do?
I don't know, make you guys, like, I just feel like, like when you host people at your house and you feel like you need to keep them entertained the entire time?
No, because I don't let people come.
No, thank you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
At all.
Absolutely not.
All I do is sleep at my house.
So I'm more social than I thought I was, apparently. But that's my problem. Like, if I'm hanging, select few people, that I don't do it with. But if I'm like hanging out at my house and I have a friend over, I'm going to be thinking I need to entertain them the entire time. That's why I can't go to the gym with people, because I think, oh, I need to be talking to them. They expect me to be talking to them the entire fucking time. And no, that's not the case. I know it. I know I don't have to. I'm not up here claiming to be funny. Y'all are supposed to be funny. That's not my job, right?
Sometimes.
You know?
I don't want to entertain at my house. I enjoy walking around in my bathrobe like I'm Tony Soprano.
I think a lot of the difference is do y'all all live alone?
Yeah.
I don't.
No?
I live with a kid.
Oh, okay. But like, you have your own place.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know what that's like to have my own space. I have my little ass bedroom, the office that's like my little living room, and then my kids' room, and then on my mom's side, she has all the other shit. So we've learned how to separate it. But I've never been alone, so I have no idea what it's like to be able to walk around fucking naked in your own space.
Greatest thing ever.
I don't know what that's like. I bet. Like, I think I did it one time. I think I did it one time when I knew they weren't there, and I got out and I forgot my fucking like robe and my towel before I went in, and I think they were in the laundry room, so I had to be like, fuck. So I like pranced across the floor and like ran back to the room. There's no one there. Why do I feel so like I felt like I was breaking a law running around the house fucking naked?
Dude, living alone is very freeing because, like, especially if you go from a situation where you had a roommate, like, because I lived with my parents, then I moved out with a roommate, and then I moved into an apartment by myself, and I lived by myself for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. And it was great because, first off, don't move in with friends because inevitably you may not be friends at the end of it. Truth. Very, very, that is one thing I will pass to my kids. Don't move in with your friends. But like, I loved living by myself, and you could, because if your shit was a mess, you couldn't blame it on anybody else. You just had to own that shit.
Yep.
It makes you take responsibility for yourself because there is nobody else there. Nobody.
That'd be so lovely.
I did after my kids moved out, I would be walking around the house. I go, do I have to do everything in this goddamn house by myself? Well, yeah, you live alone, but I was just like on autopilot, just yelling that out randomly.
That's amazing.
Fucking night shift.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. My daughter had, she lived freshman year on campus at UCO, and now she's pretty much like, fuck this dorm life. I have no. Is that the homeless guy? Is that him?
Yeah, there was a homeless dude that we screamed and yelled at me with a 2x4. I was just like,
he's like, I don't know, maybe not. He's getting in that car.
Oh,
He looks like he's dancing.
It's not my car,
I don't know, man.
maybe I should reframe it and say there was a nice man who was chasing me with some wood today. I'm so irresistible in my hoodie.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
That's amazing. I am very confused.
Okay, anyway, sorry, I squirreled. My bad.
I know you were talking about living alone, and then don't live with roommates, don't live with your friends.
I was talking about how Caden.
She's moving out, though, right? Isn't she about to?
Yes. So her and her friends.
Soon to be ex-friends.
Okay, so how close of a friend are we?
So Vanessa, there's actually 4 of them because it's one of those apartments that's like, it's still on campus. So it's got like 2 kind of suites on each side. And then in the middle is like the living room.
Do they each have like an individual bathroom?
No, they share, yes, but they share like a vanity between 2 rooms. It's very interesting. So she is doing that in August. Okay. And it's her friend, Vanessa, who is pretty much my bonus daughter, and then 2 other girls that I can't remember their names right now. They're friends, but not like Vanessa and Caden. But when she told me she was moving in with Vanessa, I was like, please, I don't want you to do that. because I love Vanessa, and I'm like, please don't be a bitch and lose your friend. But I was telling my mom the other day, I was like, yo, this room is going to be empty for the first time ever. Like, this room has never been empty. I have so many plans. And my mom's like, bitch, like, what if I want to put an office in there? Or, like, you know? And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is actually your house. So, my bad. We have a above-ground pool. And I have to do so much work for this damn pool. And I've literally, we've had it for 20 years. That thing has been holding up. I've been in this pool a solid 10 times. And I do so much work on this fucking pool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she's like, well, you know, I'm getting older. Maybe I should give the pool up. But everybody would freak the fuck out if we didn't have the pool. But that shit is exhausting. When you live with your mom because she can't do stuff, so you end up having to do it for her. I wake up yesterday. I come out of my living. No, I'm sorry. I wake up. My mom comes in my room. She creeps around the corner. She's like, hey, I have a little project for you. And she tells me that anytime there's something that needs to be done that no one else wants to do, so now it falls on me. And I'm like, fuck, what? She was like, you got to come see it because I don't know how to explain this. So I walk out, go around the corner, I look on the couch. There's a cricket this fucking big.
Wow.
Sitting on the couch. The night before, my daughter and her friends are over, and my cat has like a cat door they can go in and out of. Well, he didn't go to the cat door. He came to the door and was like, like doing that kind of meow. So my daughter's friend opens the door. Gus comes running in, and as soon as he comes running in, that thing flew out of his mouth. Yeah, and they start screaming. They come in my room and they're like, you have to help us, you have to help us. And I'm like, why the fuck is it always me? I don't want to deal with this again. So I look for the thing, I can't find it. I'm like, whatever, someone's going to wake up with this on them, whatever. So then I try to go get it. My mom's like, here, take this fucking like Kool-Aid pitcher and then you just put the fucking lid on it and get it out. And I was like, that's not gonna work, but fine. I guess the cat had to have fucked with it overnight because it didn't jump. It didn't do anything. I get it, and I put the lid on, and I smashed its leg, and I felt so bad. I set it free.
With a broke-ass leg.
And then my brother's dog ate it last night, so...
Be free.
Life cycles. God damn it, Alex.
Is that Jesus?
We used to live.
Please turn your phones on silent.
Right.
We used to live next door to this like 95, 96-year-old lady who had no one to help her. So she would call my kids, call me, you know, hey, can your kids come over? I have a whatever chore. Mm-hmm. And my poor son, she goes, can you have your son come over? And I'm like, sure. And so he came in and he slammed the door and he goes, that's it. I'm never helping her again. And I'm like, what's wrong? And he goes, do you know what she wanted me to do? And I'm like, I have no idea. So she had glue traps because sometimes we had field mice that come in when it was starting to get cold. And he goes, she wanted me to peel the mouse off that wasn't even dead so that she could reuse the mouse pad.
Stop it.
And so he said, I'm never going. He said, I didn't do it.
That is disgusting.
But she was Depression era, so she always was very big into reusing things.
Yes.
And then she would cook for us, but when we looked through her pantry one time, she had canned food that was over a decade old.
Oh, no.
But we would say, hey, this food's 10 years old, and she's like, no, it's good. But she was Depression era, so she never believed in throwing things away and reusing things. She still had that mindset, but yeah, he was like, and he never would go over there and help her again. He's like, I don't care what she wants. I don't care what she needs. Mm-hmm. She wanted me to peel a live mouse.
Yeah, that's terrible. I've been scared.
So my granddad is 91 years old, and he is the most still fully there cognitively. He still gets around just fine. He unfortunately has throat cancer and he's starting to, not do that great. But that man is the coolest fucking 91-year-old.
Yeah.
to exist. Like, this dude is amazing. My granddad is actually, he's gay.
Oh, okay.
And so he has a husband. They've been married for 30 years, 30 somewhere in there.
So when did he come out though? Because being 91, that wasn't allowed.
No,
for a long time.
He actually came out when he was 50.
Okay.
He was 50. So my grandmother was a debutante. They married, so that would have been late 50s, early 60s when they married. And she had never had a drink of alcohol, never a drop of alcohol until she was 26 years old. And she drank herself to death by the time she was 47, 48.
Damn.
So it's kind of like, here's your indication that she knew her husband was gay.
Oh.
And didn't know, there was nothing she could do about it at that time.
You didn't talk about it.
You didn't talk about it. You weren't going to get a divorce because,
No.
he was in the Navy. He was a weatherman at one point.
Navy, sorry.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Stereotypes
It's like, there were
exist for a
signs.
reason.
There were signs, believe me, there were signs, so he, all of that. And then after she passed away in the 70s, my dad was still in high school. And he waited until his sons were, out of school and older. And I'm pretty sure my brother and I were alive. And so he told everybody finally. And he had already been with his husband, but they, of course, were, doing everything secret. So he finally came out, and surprisingly, I guess my great-grandparents were like, okay, but they were Depression era, grew up in Drumright, Oklahoma.
Wow.
And, so my granddad grew up in pretty much a sundown town. So he wasn't going to come out and be like, hey, girl. But it's funny, so my granddad, you would never know. Like, he's not one of the, he was never like a person that you would look at and be like, oh, he's queer. Like, he didn't act the typical queer, there was nothing. So we never knew. But his husband, on the other hand, when you think of like queens, like old queens, like, honey, you need to go smoke a cigarette, like that kind of stuff. He would get on the phone with me and be like, they lived in Acapulco at one point. And he'd get on the phone with me, honey, you need to come down here and just get you some of this good old Mexican dick. It'll change your entire fucking life. And I'm like, what the fuck? This man will get. This? Yes, he'll get on the phone with, he'll get on the phone and just say some crazy shit. He'll say something about my granddad, and I'm like, bro, for one, my granddad at this point, he was like in his 80s. He'd make a comment, about how good he is. Your
I ain't trying to hear that.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, God dang. But some of the shit that comes out of that mouth, or the mouth of his, is so funny.
What that mouth do?
That mouth of his. That mouth of his. When I was in the 3rd grade, I actually took a picture of him standing in front of like some Aztec shit because they loved Mexico. Standing in front of this thing. And I took it to show and tell in the 3rd grade. And I'm like, this is my dad-eye, which is what we call my granddad, dad-eye. This is my dad-eye. He's gay. And that was the I was so proud. I've been an ally from the beginning. Right? So I don't think people really understand why I'm so, like, I'm very, ally. Like, I'm all about trying to bring up, any type of suppressed demographic. So, and then I tell people, oh, my granddad's gay. And then it's kind of like, that's fucking weird. Nobody's granddad is gay. So now I understand why you're so, because I've been not dealing with it. That sounds fucking terrible. I've been, in it his whole life. So queer people have never weirded me out.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They've never scared me. I've never been a fear of them. But just growing up, especially in more diverse culture as well. Yeah. Where'd you grow up?
UConn.
You go.
Raised really conservative, but I don't know, just accidentally became friends with a bunch of like trans folks, and I was just like, nah, y'all are fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are my people. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, very cool. Because that's a whole different fucking like perspective. Just having at least you have to have at least like one trans friend, one queer friend. Like you have to have those people so you're not. I have a friend that lived in Indiana. She grew up in Indiana. She didn't see a black person until she was in her 20s. She didn't know any people of color. She didn't, like, she came here and it was a culture shock because it was not just suburban white kids. And so she's still like, kind of struggles with this sometimes. She's just like, I don't know. I've never dealt with this kind of like, like, what do I say? How do I say it? Her being scared to not step on toes or whatever. But
it's great to, like, when I was growing up also, well, in the town I grew up, they kept the black population on one side of town. Yeah, it was super racist. And you have to remember this, it was a long time ago.
well, yeah.
So I didn't ever like really see any black people, but I was obsessed with Michael Jackson, like we all were. And oh my God. So one time we were at Luby's Did you guys remember Luby's cafeteria?
Yes,
Luby's.
yes.
So you remember the person that pushed the cart and would like refill your water, your tea and stuff. So I can still remember where I was sitting. I see this guy come with the cart and it's a black man and he has the Jerry curl. And I remember going like this and he got closer and I go, "Are you Michael Jackson?"
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's like an Asian person seeing a tall black man. Like, are you Shaquille O'Neal? Are you Kobe?
And he had this really soft, pretty voice like Michael Jackson. He goes like, "No, I'm not Michael Jackson." I go, "Are you sure?" I go, "Because you look just like you're Michael Jackson."
Kids say the darndest things. What town was this?
I grew up in Bartlesville, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah. So
It's not that small though.
it was like 55,000 people. It used to be the headquarters for Phillips 66.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but it was really rich. But it was also like super, like I said, it was racist. It's not, of course it's changed now, but I did in my day-to-day life, I never saw a black person until I was sitting in Luby's and I thought the guy bringing the cart around was Michael Jackson.
He should have just gone with it.
I wish he would have.
That would have been incredible.
So yeah, I thought Michael Jackson was on break or just off tour.
Part-time job at least.
He just needed to come. It was like a punk. He's just gonna come serve you some water, and you have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't do that back then, but that would have been fun. Where are you? Like, you grew up in the city?
Midwest City,
Nice. Nice.
I guess.
No, it's not nice. I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry. So you didn't have to deal with. You grew up more like I did in like a super diverse.
Yes. I grew up with everybody.
Yeah. So I grew up, like I said, over here. So I graduated from Northwest.
That's where my son graduated from.
Really?
Northwest Classen, yeah.
Yeah. But before we went to, I say we, me, Nick, David, we all went to Northeast
Okay.
when it was a magnet school. And so I looked this up not that long ago. When we were there, David, I don't know if you knew this, but when we were there, it was 3% white. Yeah. So, most of us stood out, and I was kind of like this, like in between of two different cultures, because if I had white friends, they were white, you know what I'm saying? Like they were listening to Tenacious D or, doing those kinds of things.
Thinking Michael Jackson's and Luby's.
Exactly. Or I had super, and this wasn't necessarily a Northeast, but a Northwest, like I had gang member friends. I had drug dealing friends. And then I had fucking nerds and goths. So I was so in the middle that I didn't fit in anywhere. So especially at Northeast, I was kind of like this weird in the middle, but outcast. And then after freshman year, I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. But it was a great experience because I did meet a lot of incredible people that I still get to see on like Facebook and stuff. It was our 20-year anniversary last year. They were planning their reunion to go on a cruise. This is Northeast. They were like, let's go on a cruise. It's 20 years, whatever. So I get invited to go to it because a lot of the people that, you know, I've known them since the 6th grade and went to them, you know, through high school kind of. And I was like, no, I'm not going. Well, then not long after that, I had posted something about kind of sometimes wishing I would have graduated from Northeast. All of these people come on my page that I went to Northeast with. They were like, dude, I could have swore you graduated with us. Like, I could have swore you were with the, like, and I find that so funny because they did, like, I made that kind of impression that they thought I was still there in some capacity. So I think that was cool. It's okay. I just turned mine off not that long ago too. Yeah. You've been doing a lot of shows lately.
Yes.
No kidding.
You've been killing it. How you feel about that?
Excited, but I don't know. I had to cancel 2 of them because I lost my voice, so that kind of
That sucks.
made my spirits a little down. But the 2 I've done so far, I've really enjoyed. So
You did really good. Was that last Saturday?
I think so.
Yeah, that was a really good show.
Thank you so much. I like
was
that
a really
show.
good show. Yeah, it was John Shack. Do you know who John Shack
Oh,
is?
yeah.
It was John Shack and then Liz and Nick.
Oh, at
and
the
Sarah.
brewery.
Dennis, yeah.
Yeah, it was in
okay,
Guthrie.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, and,
It was
and
fun.
Dennis.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be on the show that I'm doing next week.
Who?
Dennis.
I think
Oh, the granny
O'Malley.
freak.
Yeah.
Granny
Yeah.
freak.
Dennis
Yes, Dennis Bailey.
Yeah.
So he's going to be on the show that I'm doing next week. So I was talking to Miss Kitty and him, and there's a couple of people on there that are older, and then there's one couple that's maybe my age, and then me. And I'm wondering what this crowd is going to be like. Like, is this like going to be an older crowd? How hype am I supposed to? Because I can usually read a room. That's like one of my, you know, my stronger suits. But I don't want to say something to offend a whole bunch of older Caucasian people.
They probably can't hear you anyways.
This is true. This is
don't
true.
come to a comedy
where's your
show.
show at?
Bill's Steakhouse.
Okay, where's that?
Is it going to be customers in there too eating?
I think it's like a whole separate like room. Miss Kitty said that it holds like 40, I think. Let me pull up the thing. Your text to telling him that we're starting without him. It
I was just giving him some crap.
Let's see.
Oh, listen, I have to tell you, I give him shit, but because, you know, me, her, and him, you know, we worked the Loony Bin together.
Yes.
You could count on it. Sign up sheet and, you know, was pulled at 6:45. You could guarantee at 6:44 and like 30
Yep.
seconds.
Down to a minute.
That monster
time.
Miata would be pulling into the parking lot.
Every time.
And he would be the last second. You could
Already
set your
knew.
watch.
I already knew every fucking Wednesday. If he didn't show up, I'd be like, that's weird. But every
Wednesday.
fucking time, I'd be like, all right, Wilbanks.
I know you could set your watch by
Yes.
6:44. Alex Wilbanks is going to come in there looking disheveled.
Did I miss it? Did I miss it?
That's what he would say. Did I miss it?
So many stories about me.
Oh my God. The stories from the Loony Bin in general, just, we always talk about the Christmas parties. Did you ever go to the Loony Bin?
As a watcher, no.
Yeah. So she was a server / reservationist. She actually trained me when I started there. I started in 2009, so I've been around comedy since 2009 pretty much because I never really left. But yeah, we all came through all the time, and the stories, especially for some poor open micers, they were always... I do miss open mic nights. I used to dread open mic nights. I used to dread it because there were some that would come in and I'd just be like, I cannot fucking stand you.
Oh, well, same.
You know, so I'd just be like, I hope you don't get picked and I hope next weekend Angie works or something, you know, so I don't have to see you. But
well, I remember how hard, I mean, you know how hard it was to make Terry laugh.
Yes.
And one of the handful of times I heard Terry genuinely laugh was when Alex was on stage.
I can see that.
And I was
I can see
like,
that.
I was like, did Terry just laugh? Because it was so rare. And it was a joke that you made about, and I'm going to bungle it, but I do remember where you talk about after you cry and jerk off, you have to wipe off your face.
That's pretty much the joke of it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so you told that joke.
Which that's very atypical of Terry. In romance.
Right.
I don't like it to be dirty.
No, because when he was up there, he was like twirling his hair because your hair is longer and you're up there twirling your hair and you're like all nervous and you did that joke and she just was back there dying.
Hell yeah.
And she thought it was the funniest thing. And I'm like, are you okay, Terry? You just laughed at something.
It was so, when I first started doing this, I reached out to Terry. Terry, thank God I have Terry and Larry.
Then they moved, right?
Yeah. But they're talking about moving back because they don't like where they are. So if they move back,
They should totally move back.
I would love for them to move back. But I reached out to her. I was like, hey, you know, this is what I'm doing. She gave me some advice. But other than that, I'm like, I refuse to send, like, I don't even want her and Larry to listen to anything that I put out. I'm like, I don't want to hear what y'all really think about it because they will tell me.
They will tell you.
Exactly what they thought about it. And I'm like, I have zero interest because I would get torn to pieces.
There's nothing more. Terry was a little lady. She was very petite, but there was nothing more intimidating than seeing her crossing her arms, standing at the back of the room watching you during open mic.
When her feet are like that.
Oh, yeah. And then sometimes she'd go, what was that? You're like a side open mic night.
But you could always determine like how pissed off she was by the tone of the what was that.
Yeah.
Because like if it was like, what was that? You know, you're like, oh, okay. And then there was, what was that?
Yeah.
And then you're just like, fuck. You're like, it was like, she was like a mom, man. That was the thing. Like to the open micers, like from the get go, like, the ones that stuck around, you were like a child.
I will never not want to, like, I would never not want to know them and keep in touch with them.
Yeah.
They're so pivotal in my life. Like, they helped me more than most people in my life. They were so kind. And even, like, I did them dirty. That's how I left. Because once you're in the Loony Bin family, you're never really out of the Loony Bin family.
Yeah.
But I was working all the time because they didn't have another reservationist.
Yeah.
And if they did, we would have to pull one of the servers, which was, you know, Kelli or Angie would end up having to work back there. So I was working all the time. At the time, I did have one boyfriend. It was for a year, and that was it. But he wanted me to go meet his friends, and I could never get nights off. So I asked, and I was told no. And so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm losing my job because I'm not going in. So, of course, it wasn't even a question. Like, I never even got a text or a call, like, nothing. So I already knew. Didn't go up there for about a year. I was too fucking terrified because I knew it was going to be bad. So I come in, and of course Terry's like, "Oh my God," like, you know, giving me a hug, and then she's like, "Look, pretty much look, motherfucker," and I was like,
that sounds like her.
"Oh my God," and I was like, "Can I have my job back?" Fuck no. And Larry would really be like, "Fuck no," and I'm like, "But you fired and rehired Draws like 4 times already. This is not fucking fair at all." It took me from, I left in 2013. Every year, I would go back and ask for my job back until right after COVID is when she called me and she was like, "Well,
You
You're
went to
frozen. I need
You're up,
you
kiddo.
to come back. So I'm so happy I got to come back though and see those last like 3 years. That was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was that closing was a tough fucking time, but that space is still open. It's not the best, but that location is still there.
It's a great room, though. The room is
But
great
God,
for
could we-
comedy.
yeah, it's
Yes.
great, but it needs some new floorboards on those risers.
It needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, the bathrooms could use work.
God.
You know,
Yeah.
hell, even where I was, we didn't have AC
in the front.
at the reservation desk
Ever.
for years.
Ever.
For years. So we'd be in there in the summer up front with one of those big fucking like utility fans. Draws used to come up there and fucking dry his nuts off in front of it, you know, because comedians, you know. So yeah, it was fucking miserable. And that's when I don't know if you ever came before you started doing comedy, but the fucking brick walls were orange and like a million different colors. And then you're sitting there in fucking heat. And this is when it was always so busy.
Yeah.
So then you have all these people standing up front, hot, bitchy, and then we're bitchy.
Did they still have the game room when you started?
No.
I can't remember what year that was.
No.
So like that was one benefit, like I will say, like when it first opened, because the space was laid out differently. Like the showroom was always, I mean, pretty much the way it is with the exception of table placement. But the front was where the bar was the biggest shift, because the bar didn't used to be as deep, because that used to be the storeroom, and where the storeroom was when it closed and the nail salon is, that used to open up. And that was a whole long room, and that was the game room. And they had like 4 pool tables, 2 dart boards, a bunch of like just tables to sit in and everything, and that's where the office was, like at the very beginning. So like when I was the assistant, that's where the office was. So it was like around the corner, completely separate from everything.
I can't even my brain does not compute.
But it was so different. And then they closed it, and the men's restroom, like, you know where the men's restroom is, that used to be the wall that went around the corner.
My unofficial job, because I would always go sit out at the bar after I was done featuring or hosting, would be to tell men, nope, that's the women's restroom. That's the women's restroom.
Down that way. As soon as they walked out, I'd be like, bathroom?
That way.
Right down that way.
Yeah.
Right down
Oh
that
my
way.
God. We joked about that so much. We used to give Larry so much shit. We're like, Larry, you just need to put a fucking sign. He's like, why? They're not going to see it. And I'm like, true.
They're too
They're-
drunk.
yeah, oh my
having
God.
2 of those. Oh my God, what were they? The lobotomy?
The lobotomy or the laughing gas.
and the laughing
Big
gas.
dumb red drinks.
Oh my God. Got people way too. There was like a 2-item minimum.
One.
No, for the drink. It was 2. You could only have 2 laughing gases. or
Oh,
2.
yeah.
This episode of Rhythm and Wit was brought to you by Campbell & Son Electric, Oklahoma City's trusted one-truck electrical contractor with over 20 years of experience in the field. Whether it's upgrading your home's electrical service, troubleshooting issues, or tackling small commercial projects, Campbell & Son Electric delivers top-notch work with care and attention you'd expect from a family business. Servicing areas like Del City, Edmond, Yukon, Mustang, and beyond, they're your go-to for reliable expert service. Need help with your next project? Visit CampbellandSonElectric.com today and get it done right the first time. Campbell & Son Electric, brightening Oklahoma, one wire at a time.
Okay. So we lost Julie because she was fucking heckling. So she got booted. So it's just the 4 of us now. You haven't gotten to talk very much, but this is her first ever podcast.
I'm really stoned.
We have learned today, you and I, there's some things you should not do before. Like, I'll usually vape. And vaping never hits me hard anymore because I've been like, it's like my baseline. Do y'all have like a baseline where you're like usually about, like you're always high but don't know you're high because that's your baseline, right?
Just like one joint in, just like perpetually.
Yeah, it's like that all the time.
Never ending blunt.
Oh man, blunts. Fuck it. Like that one that I smoked earlier was great, but they hurt so bad now.
Do you smoke swishers or hemp wraps?
Hemp wraps.
Yeah, I love hemp wraps.
But back in the day, it was always swishers.
Yeah, I can't do it no more.
White Owl, white grape.
White grape, yeah.
And I used to be such a good roller. And there was
I
one.
love rolling blunts.
I used to, like now I'm okay, but I'm not as, like, because I have arthritis in my hands. So it can get a little hard. So I'm just a packing girl. I just be in there just packing stuff. But everybody here smokes weed, so.
I have a tattoo of weed.
Do you really?
Yeah, on the back of my head.
I have been man, the whole time Caden was young, like I didn't start smoking weed again until Caden was like 10. So I went a very long time without smoking. And is it parlay back into something? Is that what you say?
That's a fun word.
Yeah, parlay, right?
Prize picks.
Yeah. So my granddad's husband sent me a 1 gram cart from his friend who had a dispensary in Colorado. So this is in 2017. So definitely illegal as fuck. So he started sending me those, and that's how I kind of started getting back into it. And then I had a friend who was going to Colorado and getting gummies. Y'all, do you remember back then when it was still illegal? Did you ever buy like gummies or anything? Like before dispensaries?
Yeah, I think so. I think I just like bought brownies from this like friend of mine that he just like made.
The craziest shit. So he would go, and it'd be a gummy, probably about this big, probably 20 milligrams for $40.
Damn.
Yes. Yes. So I would do that every once in a while and then vape. And then, I started working in dispensary. So I've been working in a dispensary for about 4 years, a couple of different ones. And this is the first time I've been back into flower hard. And it is so harsh. I'm like, I can't believe I used to sit in circles and have 8 blunts going at one time between 15 people and just back to back to back. Like, there's no way in hell. Like, I can barely smoke, like, a full regular blunt. And then my chest is like...
That's my method of madness.
Just blunts. Yeah. Are you look like you're a bong ripper.
That's a fair assessment. That's a very fair assessment. I think I'm too clumsy for that shit. I end up breaking bongs. Yeah, so do you, like, roll up or do you, like, do a... I used to roll forever. Like when Julie was talking about it, I would show up disheveled to show. I was oil changing. I was changing oil at the Walmart TLE till like 6.
Oh my God.
So I had like 15, I had like 44 minutes to figure my shit out and get to the club.
Right.
Why the fuck am I talking about this?
Chaos. Love chaos.
What was I saying? What was the question? My bad, dude.
You used to roll.
Were you a roller?
What's your preferred way of smoking?
Yeah, and you used to go to, when you would go to the bin, disheveled. Disheveled.
Yeah. God, I didn't even smoke before this. I don't know.
Did you?
What happened to my
would
brain.
you smoke like a lot before you would go to the?
So much. I'd change oil high as fuck. I already knew how to like work on cars and stuff. So I would just get high and just wrench all day.
Do you know one of my best like tricks that I've learned as an adult who definitely medicates every fucking day, pretty much all day? Every interview that I've ever gone on, I go in high as fuck.
So that's the baseline.
You would know no different.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then if I'm not high,
you would know.
People will notice, and I could be like, I just don't feel good today. So then I kind of get away with it. Like if I'm having a bad day.
That's smart.
So sometimes it did not go in my favor because there was one where I got way too lit. And I definitely did not get that job because they were like, and it was a training position. And they were like, this bitch can barely even say coherent sentences. So why would we want her to be a trainer? It's insane. I really do love. So the show is at a dispensary.
Okay.
So it'll be the three of you will get 20 minutes, and the premise is for you guys to you know take whatever your set that you have now, but just kind of incorporate bits that you've written from this podcast. So unfortunately, y'all are gonna have to listen to the podcast. You're all like, well,
That's your homework, guys. Listen to us rambling.
But it's fun, and it's really cool to hear your own voice sometimes.
No.
I didn't think I would like it either.
Like me in particular, fuck no.
I hate it.
Well, you have to, you have homework just a little bit.
Just listen to your voice.
You can isolate your voice. So you don't, I guess you could isolate it so you don't hear it. I don't know.
Look, luckily I haven't said that much, though.
I know, you just got too stoned, man. Or is this how you normally are?
Well, I don't know much about the Loony Bin.
Yeah. So what do you do?
I'm a waitress.
Well, I know you're a waitress, but you've been waiting for a while, right?
Forever, yeah.
We were talking about, on the way here, we were kind of talking about who's coming. And I was like, yeah, Sarah's like a career waitress.
Yeah.
Is that what you would call yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So because you've been doing it for like 20 years, right?
Pretty close, yeah.
Have you been at Good Gravy for a really long
For
time?
15.
Oh my God, I didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah, my best friend's family opened it in, I think, 11. And then they sold it, and I've been there since about 13.
Damn.
Talking about Jimmy Laddie? That's my cousin.
No way. And David Baker and Brittany, that's my best friend.
Oh, look at you guys.
That's
Look at you
hilarious.
guys. Kevin Bacon thing right there. What is it? Like,
That's pretty cool.
That
I
is
miss
cool.
them. They're all the way in Vermont. I just saw Jimmy and David in August when when what's her name? Carol passed away. Sorry, that went more.
I don't.
Carol's David's mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, was I supposed to like
No,
know about
probably
this?
not.
Hear about this?
Well, she lived with them for a long time, but I didn't know any of Jimmy's family until now.
Yeah, yep. The day years old.
That's funny.
Were you guys, were you like the menace of your group, or were you like as high schoolers when you had like
I was
friends in high school?
voted class clown senior year.
Fuck yes,
yeah.
me too.
That's dope.
Did you do that? Did you get that?
I tried to be I did the picture in the yearbook where you like write something on a sign. I put corduroy pillows are making headlines. I did my best.
That is valiant effort, my friend. Valiant effort.
No, yeah, I won class clown, and I was nominated for prom queen.
Oh, yeah.
I was like nominated for a homecoming. So it was a completely different person from when I was at Northeast to Northwest. Because I was like actually kind of cool. We did a skit. Like, I don't know if y'all did like senior breakfast, but we did a skit, and they always did it with the same thing. It was Susie Senior or something like that. Well, I did my own twist on it, and Susie was stoned as fuck. And the teachers did not understand it, but I had smoked with every single, like all the groups around, and everyone knew that I was like I didn't sell it, but if they needed to sell it, they knew who to go to. Like Krystal was gonna buy it. So I'm like, get up there, and I'm like stumbling around and like saying all this weird shit, and like everybody's cracking up, and it's really just me being me, because I was high as fuck up there in front of all my teachers.
Right.
And class was just lit. And then they were like, Krystal, class clown, and I was like, again, just like I tell everybody, I'm not fucking funny. I am not a funny person. I just say funny stuff. But I still...
And you're a person saying funny things, so you're a funny person.
That's how it works.
I mean, when I was telling her imposter syndrome, right? Like, I don't know that I'm funny. If I'm funny, even if you look me in the face and say, Krystal, you're funny, which I do, I get that a lot. I'm like, nah, I'm conversationally funny.
Maybe
It's
you
a
should
subset
try.
of funny.
Well, maybe you should just try
Conversationally, Alex.
You should just try saying thank you.
I'm with this one.
I don't know how to do
You
that.
say thank you. That's all you have to do.
Work
Say,
with
I
this.
deserve good things.
Thank you.
Okay, let's try. Krystal, I think you're very hilarious.
Thank you.
Well done.
We're doing really good. We're doing so good.
Thank you, guys. I was going to tell you earlier that, like, one of my biggest compliments so far was Neil. After I paid everybody, and I feel like Neil has been around long enough to be kind of, I'm not going to say a juggernaut, but he's pretty big in the fucking, especially in the Oklahoma
Comedy
City.
hoss.
Yeah, like in our community specifically.
Yeah.
So he's sitting there and he's like, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. This is one of the best run productions I've been a part of. And I was like, really? He was like, you paid us on time. We get here, or you paid us before the show. You didn't make us wait and think. And before we got here, everything's set up. It's all ready to go. You've already done all the checks and everything. And I was like, thank God for the Loony Bin. I know you don't remember it, but thank God for the Loony Bin.
I remember it. I just didn't work
You
there.
just didn't get to work
Yeah,
there. It was
went
fun.
there
You
a couple
probably
times.
would have been a fantastic fucking server.
Yeah, right?
She would have been a great fucking server.
probably would've fucking
Maybe if we
killed
get
it.
together at some point again, we can try to open another Loony Bin. Just do a whole bunch of
Dude.
us together. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Do you other than my show, do you guys have anything you want to plug real quick?
No, I don't really have anything coming up.
Okay. Do you? What are
Except
your?
your 2 shows.
Yeah. What are your?
Oh, I'm doing my first roast on July 25th, and we'll see.
Is
it's
that
with
at
Brandon.
Twister?
Yeah.
Is it Brandon Killo?
It's me, Ben Griffith, Michael Dunn, and Heidi Fitz.
Oh yeah.
Heidi Fitz. She's gonna be on soon, and I'm so excited.
I don't know how to roast her though. I feel bad. She's my friend.
That's the point, though. It's
I know,
you're
but
gonna
that
be
too,
great.
I got it.
I think
I
you're
got
gonna be
it in the
great. You're
bag.
pretty. I have a feeling you're pretty good at fucking roasting people. I get
Yeah.
that feeling. Do you want to do your Instagram? Like, what's your Instagram, Facebook?
Sarah. My Facebook is Sarah Michelle Breen.
And I think your Instagram is Sarah B. Laughing.
Sarah B. Laughing. I think
Yeah.
there's some underscores
and
in
underscore
there. Yeah.
Sarah
Underscore B.
Laughing.
Yeah, Laughing.
Okay. And what's up with you? What you got coming up?
Just that show, and then on Twisters on the 13th, I'm hosting for John McMillan.
I'm excited about that shit.
Very cool.
I'm stoked.
Did anyone get to go to the show on yesterday, or was it yesterday or Friday at Twisters for the No Mag guy?
No, I was in
I
that
didn't
show
get to
with
go.
Golf
I wonder how that
Cowgirl.
went. That guy accidentally told that guy how to be a comedian, and then he came back and was like, "Yeah, I got booked at the Burketown Comedy Club," and I was like, "Oh shit." Okay, so do you want to give your Instagram, Facebook?
It's turd_Ferguson
Of course
16.
it's third. Sorry.
That's turd with a U.
Oh, okay. A U. It's proper. Okay. And then it's just your name on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So go check these two out for their upcoming shows and everything. Kelly, do you want to give your Instagram and Facebook?
Oh, God, no.
Okay, that's fair. So you can catch me at Chaos the Comedy on both Instagram and Facebook. And then we have Rhythm and Wit. Go ahead and find them and follow them. We release under Rhythm and Wit's channel, so sometimes people have a hard time finding us, especially on YouTube. So look at Rhythm and Wit, and then the shows will be under there. Also, you can stream on all streaming platforms. You go to RSS. I'm putting all the links on Facebook today or tomorrow, and then I'll make sure I send you guys the stuff when it's all done. All right, so y'all, thank you so much.
Thank
Julie,
you.
thank you, much appreciated. David, thank you. Kelly, thank you. All right, and thank you so much, you guys. We'll
Thanks,
see
guys.
you next time.
Us.
Yes, thank you.
All right.